been drinking Kool-Aid jammers like I did when I was 9. Cause I like to pretend that I haven't lost the time. In the end, the nostalgia, though it tastes fine, I can only drink a couple cause it feels like a lie. We play Halo and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise. We would go to school but not learn too much cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. They've been with me for some time, and it's nice to know that they still by my side. Friends are like stars, cause no matter how far, when it's dark outside, they will be your light. We played Halo, and we'd learn low in our basement until the sun began to rise. We would go to school, but now learn too much, cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. Months go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime. Years go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime.
I think if I weighed the way my 600-pound life, I think I would probably really deeply consider suicide, because at that point it's got to be like fucking overwhelming.
Doesn't sound ideal.
I would struggle quite a bit.
I truly don't understand how you get there. Like I get how you get extremely fat. Like I've done that. I get that, but I don't like. like looking at Lizzo even, I see how you get there. I do. But I don't see how you get to where you're that immobile. That's the part that gets me, because I'm like, so these people just don't work, obviously. Like, I've never watched a show, but like as big as they are, like they can't be going to work every day.
You've never watched My 600 Pound Life?
No. So I think just going to work would stop you from looking like that.
Yeah, I would think. There's got to be.
Like, I'm surprised she's as mobile as she is.
She's like 19.
She's that big already? Bad parenting.
That's something me and Nicole have talked about. If you allow your child to be morbidly obese at such a young age, is it child abuse? And that's where we were. Yeah, it is. It has to be. It's absurd. Their kids, or what? She's young as shit. She's like 23 or something.
I don't know. It all depends on how big, obviously.
Yeah, she's ginormous.
She obviously is, but
I mean, her legs are huge.
I don't understand how her legs look like that.
You don't understand how they look like that?
No.
Fat on fat on fat, man. That's how it goes. This is the MvZ podcast. Live from my garage cave, man cave, second home. Very lackluster week in sports overall, I'd have to say. But here we are.
Next week will be a good week. LeBron should pass the record on Thursday.
If you're struggling to see me right now, it's because I've lost like 5 pounds since it's last done.
Jeez.
But you don't weigh yourself, so who knows? You could be down even more than that.
No. I don't ever lose 5 pounds in a week, man.
I have.
I'm pretty confident I've never done that.
So
even when I got the 295 or whatever, I was at 290. I don't think I ever lost 5 pounds in a week.
not even in extreme deficits, huh? Like food and running dry, as they say, like dehydrated, nothing. I guess I like the scale more than you do, though.
But I looked at it when I weighed like 290 and I lost weight. I pretty much steadily lost 2 pounds a week for months.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, though. It's
No,
a new way to do it.
It's weird because I'd never been that. And the weird thing is it's not like I am eating like just enough calories, or you know what I mean? Like I have the deficit. I just don't, my weight just doesn't fall off like that. Like I think I've lost like 7 or 8 pounds in the last like 3.5 weeks.
7 or 8 pounds?
Yeah.
I mean, I would take 7 or 8 pounds. That's good.
Yeah. No, I know, but I'm saying like I only lose like 2-3 pounds. I don't ever have those like weeks where I lose like 5. Like my dad will start dieting and he'll lose like 8 pounds in a week. I'm like, how's that even possible? I don't know how some people's bodies do that. Which part of it too is like I always dive into like going to the gym and lifting when I work out. So I probably have gained some muscle in that 3.5 weeks too. I don't know the math on how much I've gained muscle, but I mean, I'm sure I've gained some.
I mean, yeah, between the fat lost, muscle gain, like inches are probably kind of an important thing for you then, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just look at how I look and I'm like, how my clothes fit is how I measure. Like I'll notice like shirts that I aren't comfortable wearing that become But yeah, I'll have clothes that don't fit me well, and then they fit me better, and that's how I know I'm losing weight. It's more about this section of my body, watching it fall off versus the scale.
I have been a belly fat carrier my whole life. Like, so it's defeating that I never look trim.
I think I'm an equally spread fat carrier. Like, just completely equally spread, because no one ever thinks I weigh what I do. Because I weighed myself at the gym today at CrossFit, and everyone was, like, shocked when I weighed myself. When I weighed 267. Everyone was like, I didn't think you weighed that much. You don't look like you weigh that much. And I'm just like, yeah, sneaky fat, man. Like, got that sneaky fat.
It's not an ideal way to be either sometimes, though.
What do you mean?
The equally fat, like, because the scale can look bad for you. Like now, there's like, oh, you don't look that big. Yeah, but I am. So everyone's just like, oh, you're fine. You don't need to lose weight. You're fine. You're healthy.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm not. We are not where we need to be.
No, it is stunning, though, because I've seen people who are like my height and will weigh like 230, and I feel like they look bigger than me. I'm like, that's kind of unfortunate.
Sorry, replying to Mama Bear, who's playing Madden, up 14-12 against against the Chiefs. Blitz in 6. That's tough. I'm not good at taking on blitzes. I mean, if you're bringing 6, you really got to see you got to know your plays. You got to know your routes. It helps that they're 2 elite teams and we do randoms. So like a lot of games with the Browns.
If they're blitzing, just what, slants, screens, and just watch them go. Just quick passes.
Yeah, who was that? I was trying to run screens, but it seems like every time I was running a screen, your D end would stay with my running back, and it was just like, well, shut up.
I'm a big slants guy in Madden for beating blitzes.
If you got a McCole Hardman, you can run drag routes are good.
Well, yeah, anything crossing. Like mesh is a good play. Anything with people crossing it, like right in front of the quarterback, so you can just kind of like, he doesn't throw it very far. So even if he gets hit, it's just like flicking it. And if with all the people coming, there's only 5 guys back there. So especially if you go like multiple wide, like 4 wide, like you have the double slants, 2 in on each side, it's like one of those guys is gonna get open, and then there's not a lot of guys back there to keep them honest.
Mama Bear, what are you playing on? Xbox, PS5, PS4? You can play the old version on PC even now.
Can't play anything on the Switch. Dumb.
Yeah, and EA said they're not going to make anything for it.
Yeah, dumb.
Although, it probably doesn't run well because like
the logic they released for it was dumb though. They said it was because they assume that everyone who has a Switch also has another console.
Yeah, it's not the...
Basically, like, there's so many people that... It makes sense that there are so many people who also have another console. No one's going to choose to play Madden on the Switch if they also have a PS5 or they have an Xbox One or whatever.
Let's see. Since the PS5, we've been playing on that. That's what we did last... yeah, I guess since Nicole got me the PS5, we've been running on that. It's easier.
If we're gonna play Madden on stream, we should just do it and talk during it rather than playing Madden in silence.
Then we'd have to end it because we got to switch the courts.
Well, I'm saying for the future.
Yeah, we would have to.
It kind of makes more sense. We'd have our topics to talk about while we play.
Yeah, we can do that too. We talked about what we're going to talk about today. That didn't come up. So I wasn't ready for that.
I know. I didn't think about it till right now. That's why my just current thought, because I remember last time I feel like we had some dead time.
Oh, well, playing the game? Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So that's why it makes sense if you're playing and you also had your stuff you're going to talk about.
At that point, should we just fucking play on Twitch? I have a spare PC underneath the desk.
Sure.
And my buddy is trying to get his son a computer. He wants a much cheaper computer than what that one is. So I was like, I've got everything but the graphics card. I'll sell it to you cheap as shit. Just go like, it could go to someone who's going to build it. And he's like, I don't really want to build. An hour later, he goes, well, it's kind of intriguing. So I offered him a good deal. We'll see if he buys it. Worked the guy at the hospital. Oh.
Is that him again?
It is him. He asked how big the monitor is. Dude, I sent you the link to the exact monitor. Well, 25 inches.
You have an extra monitor too sitting around?
Yeah, it's right behind the couch. It's a 25-inch Scepter.
I feel like you're always wheeling and dealing stuff.
It's not that I'm wheeling and dealing. I find a deal on something that's nicer than what I have. I'll get it sometimes.
No, I know.
A lot of times.
I'm not saying you're out here like trying to make money. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like it feels like you're always like somehow I come over here and you're like, yeah, I have 3 weightlifting benches or something. And like it's just like why? And you're like, well, I'm gonna sell these 2, or whatever be golf.
Hey, that bench is expensive. I could probably sell that for more than the PC stuff.
Golf something or other.
Well, the golf stuff doesn't go out. Like that's once you have a nice set, you keep a nice set for years and years.
No, I mean I get all of it. Like I said, I don't buy enough stuff to ever flip anything. How heavy can you get with your equipment over there?
It'll hold 2,500 pounds.
I'm talking about with your weights. You don't have that many weights. You get 2,500.
Oh no, I can't lift the weights I have.
245.
I'm a shit bencher, dude.
245s, well,
235s, 225s, 10, 210s, and 25s, and a 2.5.
90, 160, 210, 230, 240 plus the bar. So 285 is as heavy as you get.
Yeah, probably. That sounds right.
I'm not benching 285. I'm just saying. I was just curious.
Oh wait, 245s. 225s, 235s, 4 5s, 2 2.5s, another 5.
I'm not doing anything at 285 really right now.
It's a struggle to squat 285.
I could deadlift 285. I'm pretty confident. But that's it. Like, deadlifting's also the easiest one as far as the biggest weight.
The thing I love to do the most, but I never do, is that. It's the, what is it, grenade or something. You put the bar in that, and it's for like total isolation of moves. I always forget the name of the fucking machine or the attachment. But
right now I'm really working on my form, so my totals aren't that high as they used to be.
I've been riding my bike, man, a lot. And I just found out the stationary thing for mine, I can connect it to power. So the back axle, you connect it to onto your thing, so you can sit in your garage and pedal. You connect it to power in a little Bluetooth thing for like $15, and I can race on the TV against other people and shit.
Oh, that's weird.
I'll show that to you. Especially because Nicole, did I tell you? She hired a personal trainer.
She did?
She went for her assessment on Monday. She's going to go Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesday, he texted her and was like, oh, sorry, I forgot to have a different session. See you Thursday. This morning, she wakes me up. I'm not going. I feel like I have a cold.
All right. Where's the personal training at?
Just a few miles up the road.
There's like a gym. He has his own gym. He works at like.
There's like 2 guys and a girl. She's working out with the guy. It's by a barbershop. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I've never been there. I might have to track her location or follow her there.
So I'm gonna stretch her out.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure she's nice and stretched.
I've seen way too many movies.
Too many documentaries. On
Yeah.
The hub.
On the hub. Or XNXX. Or X videos. Or what is it?
I've done extensive research into the subject.
Yeah, X Hamster. Yeah, there's episodes, documentaries everywhere.
Yeah. It's always interesting because most personal trainers honestly do hit. That's so in right now.
They hit.
HIIT workouts.
Oh, I say, what do you mean they hit? Hitting it?
They be hitting. No,
The high
they do that too. I've seen
high
the
intensity.
documentaries, like I said.
That's what it seems like hers is going to be because
that's what they are. I mean, because
it's the only way to get a good workout in the half hour you're going to have the session.
it's the best type of workout for you. Now, a lot of CrossFit catches a lot of flack because a lot of people do CrossFit gyms and then don't worry about your form, and you can hurt yourself.
Oh yeah, a lot of that.
Like you know what I mean? But you can do high intensity workouts without the risk of hurting yourself too. Like you can. I've seen it where
oh, Mama Bear, you choked bad.
That's a lot of points in what felt like not very long.
You blitzed too much. You blitzed or something.
But my dad did a boot camp. He was like a guy who ran a boot camp, and it was the same thing. He'd be like, okay, do push-ups. All right, I'll do sit-ups. Now punch this punching bag on the ground as long for a minute. Just go. You do stuff like that. Those things are going to get you anything that you go as hard. Like, if you go balls to the wall for 30 minutes, you're gonna get results.
Luckily, she told me everything that she did, and it sounded like it was more of station workouts, which are naturally kind of set up to be hits, where it's going to be 30 seconds of this many squat, a
lot of Tabata workouts.
A what?
Tabata.
I don't know what Tabata means.
It's where you do 45 seconds of working out, a 15-second rest.
Oh,
that type of
yeah.
thing. Or, every minute on the minutes where it's okay, you're going to do this for a minute, and then the next minute you're doing this. And so your rest is the natural transition, or if you finish. So if they say you're going to do 10 box jumps in a minute, if you rep those out in 20 seconds, you're a freaking beast, and you can rest 40 seconds, but you're not going to do that very long. Yeah, I think those kind of things are because CrossFit, if you take out the Olympic lifting part of it, people aren't going to get hurt as much.
Well, it was not bent over row, with the snap.
Yeah, snatches, cleans. Like I said, the Olympic lifting like that.
That's what people get fucking murdered.
Yeah, if you take those out, you're not going to get hurt because the rest of it's box jumps, air squats, sit-ups, push-ups, lunges. All those things suck, but they're just good workouts. Running, biking.
True, yeah, it's cardio that's just not, I don't want to run.
Yeah, I today, my workout, we did squat cleans, which I guess is, like I said, is a little risky if you don't do it right. But I really focused on doing it right. And then push presses, which you're not really going to get hurt doing a push press most likely. Unless you're just trying to do too much weight. And then back squats, and then running. And we did that for 20 minutes, and it was awful. Not a good time. Don't recommend. My best thing is rowing. For some reason, I can just mentally row for a very long time. On the rower.
Is it water row or tension?
It's a fan. So I guess that'd be tension because I've seen the water ones. They're cool.
Yeah, the one at the gym up the road has.
Those are kind of cool.
I
don't know if they're better or worse, but they're cool.
I think I still have a membership to that gym. I was supposed to cancel it once I got all this workout equipment, but I haven't even looked.
Yeah, I got to the gym a little early today because I missed one class and I was too early for the next class. But like if I went home, it wasn't gonna make any sense. I was gonna be home for like 5 or 6 minutes, so I just went straight to the gym. So I was there like 15, 20 minutes early, and so I'd hit the rower like before our workout. I rode 2,000 meters and then started the warm up and then did some jump rope and then started warming up my lifts, but it was awful. I was extra tired because part of our warm up was rowing 400 meters, but since I did 2,000, then it's an extra mile of rowing. So it was something.
So I have this Garmin watch. I just set it up. I finally set it up to my phone and everything. So I have the maps. So this way I can track my distance and speed, so I can find out like if I'm working hard on it or if I'm slacking off. I enjoy bike riding because I can fucking throw on my headphones and just push myself by myself. My time is so limited. Driving to the gym and back, I feel like there's 20 minutes of a ride. I can ride that 20 minutes, and then really it's like 10 minutes of the workout. So like, water bottle, throw it in, ride. Plus, I have all this smart equipment shit, so I can be like, I know exactly how many calories I've burned. I have this here, and I haven't touched this shit. And
Yeah, you can go do some bench. Benching by yourself though is scary.
yeah, because you're not finding your max.
You can't.
You can find it once.
You can't put your clip on there. Like you can't put the clips to keep the stuff on the bar if you're gonna lift by yourself.
Yeah, because
have to be
your
able to-
safety valve.
Yeah, because your right arm's gonna have a little more juice than your left, so you might be able to tip it.
You know, Mama Bear, you just wait till next year. We got the most cap space. We got Justin.
For now.
For now.
So many rumors of him being traded already. Annoying. I hate it. I find it very unrealistic that they would trade him.
I think it'd be dumb.
I mean, they didn't bring a new GM in.
Say again?
They didn't bring a new GM in this year, so it wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, but Poles didn't draft Justin.
Right, but he also didn't bring in another guy to be the guy. It's usually like you do that year or you don't. It's not like 3 years later I'm going to bring in my guy.
They only talk about that when you have a young quarterback, but like he's Mama Bear's a Vikings fan, but they had a new GM last year. You didn't see them dump Kirk Cousins.
We can't. Where are they going to send him to, and for what?
Carson Wentz got a new deal. Someone would have got
That's
Kirk.
fine, but where are you going to get? What are you going to get? That's the problem.
What would they've got from
They-
Justin without any playtime?
Well, I'm saying now they theoretically had a thing. They could get a lot for Fields at this point because he's definitely explosive, and they have the number 1 pick. I'm saying when I mean what to get, I don't mean like for Kirk Cousins. I mean what are you going to get to put out on the field at quarterback? Well, Bears obviously can get whoever they think's the best in this class if they want. And last year they had, what was your pick last year?
They didn't have a first round pick last year.
Well, that's not good. But yeah, exactly.
They paid it for Justin Fields.
Yeah, so again, that's not what do you do with it? But like, that's the thing with Kirk though. Like, if you get rid of Kirk Cousins,
They could have had Kellen Mond.
I've seen enough.
Yeah, but, he wasn't good enough to stay the coach. So how is he a talent evaluator?
Probably helped pick Kellen Mond and was like, that was a mistake.
That fucked up. What do the Buccaneers do? Tampa Tom is...
Trade everyone.
You think completely blow it up? You don't try to run it with Kyle Trask? He was a 4th round pick.
No, they blow it up. Evans gone. Godwin gone.
Welcome to Chicago, Chris Godwin.
I mean, I think they'll blow it up because why not? Like, they weren't great this year. Like, you're not gonna just find someone better than Tom right away.
Who do you want your Vikings to get? Because you guys had a pretty crappy collapse. Like it was.
What about would you take Godwin and Antoine Winfield. The one.
Yes.
I'm
I would prefer that I would get like Vita Vey, but
Vita's old though, right?
I thought he's like 28.
I don't know how old Vita Vey is. I was just thinking Winfield's young. They have a corner who's really good too. I'd want their corner. I'd want the corner. For the record. I can't remember his name right now though.
He's 27.
That's not bad.
I would like another corner. They already have Kyler Gordon and I just forgot what the fuck's the good one's name.
Brisker.
Oh, Jalen Johnson.
Freaking dumb. I type it in and they're like, Rondell Barber?
Who do you...
Thanks, Google.
Mama Bear, who do you want your Skull Vikings to draft? Oh, Vita Vey just signed a 4-year, $73 million extension.
Carlton Davis, the third. Good. I would take Carlton Davis, and
I would also not be sad if they would throw in, if you're worried about, but it's linebacker, it's not, you know, but let's see, Devin Bush
White.
You got, but Devin White.
There's a big talk about Rodgers being traded, obviously. There's big talks that Jalen Ramsey's on his way out.
What do you mean out? Just wants out of LA or wants out of the league?
LA, like a trade. The Steelers have already been linked. Because we are all the freaking time, even though we don't hardly ever do those trades. But they were saying that, like, literally Pittsburgh, they said that Pittsburgh right now could trade the 32 for Jalen Ramsey. Because the Rams aren't good anymore. They're trying to get picks, and they're trying to get out of his big contract. And they said if he throws a big enough fit, like Pittsburgh theoretically get him for the 48th pick. But I'm like, the thing is, the reason it's scary is because he's already 27, and he's a corner. You know what I mean? Like, some corners are good at 30.
Not man corners, zone corners.
Well, he's strong, so like those guys, some of those guys last, but like some don't. So
I think his benefit is that he's also a pretty smart player.
No, he's really good, and like so, like
I think even when he got bad, he could transition to the nickel pretty well.
And obviously, if Pittsburgh's traded for him, I'm going to be so excited because I just be sitting there going, Hayward, Watt, Minka, and Ramsey on a defense. Like, let's go. You know what I mean? Like,
You guys need a fucking offense.
yeah, we need
Your line is shit.
offensive line ranked 10th this year,
What?
just for what it's worth. On PFF, they ranked 10th.
Yeah, the Bears were like fucking 12th. It's wrong. PFF, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, PFF. I don't know what it is. They put Sam Mustipher. They said he was good. I have seen plays all year of him not blocking anybody and running like a chicken with his head cut off.
It's weird. But yeah, like, I've seen like basically every site had Pittsburgh like 10th to 12th. It's like, so I'm just like, on one of the sites I felt like I saw the Bears towards the very bottom.
The very bottom of what?
The offensive line ratings.
Where is it? There's some videos of him.
Yeah, I don't have access to PFFs. But you guys didn't make the top 4. So
Didn't make it?
Yeah.
No. It's been too long since the videos of Sam Mustipher were posted, so It won't come up.
Here's Pro Football Networks. See where it has the Bears and the Steelers.
All right, Mom Bear, you guys don't need a fast wide receiver. You have Justin Jefferson, who's setting every fucking record for first 3 years in the league. You got Thielen, who can still play slot and anywhere else he wants. You just traded for Jalen Reagor, so you need to use him. Otherwise, what they trade for Jalen? You got Jalen Reagor for what, like a 4th or a 5th? For nothing.
Oh, this is just a person writing it, but he put the Steelers at 24th. He said pegged as one of the worst offensive lines. They've definitely surprised at times. They said James Daniels has been a stud.
Former Bear.
They might want to switch left tackle. James Daniels was a monster this year. Allowed one quarterback pressure on the season.
Yeah, the Bears should have signed. They should have re-signed him.
Pittsburgh's not let him go now.
No, but he played his first 4 years in Chicago. And he showed glimpses, but you can't sign a big contract for glimpses. And he didn't want to re-sign with the Bears. They had a new regime, so like I get it. I was more excited about the Claypool trade. Bear fan. I think Claypool will have a good year next year. I know he didn't do much this year at all, but considering how much injuries the Bears had from offensive line and wide receivers, and I mean the only durable
I love it as a Steelers fan.
The only durable people the Bears had were fucking Justin Fields and Cole Kmet.
Obviously, as a Steelers fan, all of it. Whenever you can trade your third best receiver on your team for the 32nd pick, you do it.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bengals would trade Tyler Boyd for that right now. Like, there's not a team that has 3 wide receivers. Their third, they're not trading for that. Partially just because you can't. Mama Bear, it would definitely be me.
Wrong. I'm still excited. He's gonna just
It should
you wait.
factually be me. I hope he figures it out for you guys. I do. I hope he quits trying to T-Rex catch it and playing like he's 5'6", even though he's 6'5". I hope that for you. I don't dislike Claypool as a person. I like it obviously because Pittsburgh has holes, like the big guys. We need offensive line and defensive line. But it would be just like Pittsburgh to make a trade for like Jalen Ramsey, ignore our needs, just like get ridiculously better at another position.
No one's gonna care about the Claypool trade when the Bears trade for a lot of picks for that number 1 pick.
Well, and they also didn't know they were going to have the number 1 pick at the time.
No, just one bad game against Dallas, and that's all it took. And then no one would have guessed they would lose 9 straight to end the season.
Yeah. I mean, that pick just got better and better for Pittsburgh, obviously.
You think Thielen's gone? Is his contract up, or do you think they cut him? I mean, he is 32.
They have Jalen Reagor. What else do you need? No, I'm kidding about
Dude's
the Reagor
old.
thing. But you don't think Osborne could be the guy? Osborne showed flashes.
He showed he showed a lot more than Reagor did.
Showed more than Irv Smith ever did. Ooh, sore subject. No, but T.J. Hawkinson's good. That's gonna be good.
Speaking of
Madison's gonna be gone. He's a free agent.
What was Kirk thinking? The last play that they really had on offense, that check down to Hawkinson to throw it 3 yards when he needed 10 to lose the game. Like what the fuck? Mediocre quarterbacking. So this is the stuff that we used to watch to help lose weight. Hey, I want a snack. Well, let's turn on the 600-pound life. Maybe I shouldn't.
I feel like it has the opposite effect on me.
You want to eat and enjoy the food, and you watch the fatties play.
I'm like, I won't weigh that much.
Can you imagine losing 267 and still being that big?
I would trade, if I was Pittsburgh though, I would trade 32 for a corner. Just because, here's my thought process. This is a deep corner draft. So like there's a lot of rumors about Pittsburgh taking a corner at 16, you know? Or 17, whatever. I can't remember which one we have. But if you trade 32 for Jalen, then you can take an offensive lineman.
Damn, the Vikings only have 4 picks. Anyway, an offensive lineman.
I was saying, then you can get an offensive lineman with your first round pick, and then you're walking out of the first round with, you know, your left tackle and Jalen Ramsey. Like that, you know what I mean? That's pretty awesome. As far as like, that's a super Pittsburgh move though, I think, just because Pittsburgh is never conceding. I think that possibly trading your 32 for Jalen Ramsey is a mistake long term, but Pittsburgh is all about like calculated risks to how can we compete best this season. And obviously, if you have a defense with Watt, Hayward, Minka, and Jalen Ramsey, like your defense is gonna be really, really good, and then you can still draft an offensive lineman with your 16th pick. We don't need to draft, tight end, running back, quarterback, wide receiver, really.
Well, I'm never going to listen to fucking CBS. Guess who they have?
And Pittsburgh has cap space. There's a lot of cap space to be had out there right now.
Is this because this is on the ticket? Is that why you get to watch this halftime show?
Yeah.
Usually it's commercials and shit, right? And like,
Yeah, that's what I say. Well, I don't know what this channel's on.
this is the ticket.
Yeah, but I know they let you watch a halftime show, which is cool. There's not a halftime show for the game. So they can't just do commercials for 20
Right,
minutes.
that's not on TNT, so you're not watching
Yeah.
Chuck. So, CBS Sports. Who do you think the number one pick is?
CBS Sports, Willie Anderson.
It's not the Bears pick. It's traded.
Oh, okay. Bryce Young.
Wrong.
CJ Stroud.
Wrong.
No.
Yep.
New list.
Yeah, correct. They
Levis
have
to the Colts, huh?
Levis to the Colts.
They like him.
2, Bryce Young to Houston. 3, Jalen Carter to Arizona. 4, Will Anderson to Chicago.
Dream scenario for Chicago. If you can get Will Anderson at 4. I mean, I take Jalen Carter too, don't get me wrong. But if you get Will Anderson at 4, that's ridiculous. Carter shouldn't go over Anderson. Who they have taken him? The Cardinals?
Jalen Carter, yeah.
I'm trying to think of who their pass rushers are. And who do they have Pittsburgh taken? Out of curiosity on this draft.
1 second. What's their first pick?
16? 17? One of the two. All right.
Joey Porter Jr.
So dumb. I mean, I don't hate the pick, but the reason I'm annoyed with it is because everyone's just doing it because we had Joey Porter. They're like, he's going to go in the teens. Pittsburgh has a pick in the teens.
Then it
Pittsburgh kind of needs
says
a corner.
the Lions to replace T.J. Hawkinson pick Michael Mayer at
He's good.
he is good. So close to my name. Like my name is almost going to be in Madden. Michael Mayer. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, I just don't. I get annoyed with how many drafts have Pittsburgh taking Porter Jr. Only because, like I said, I think it's because we had his dad. Like, I mean, there are 5 corners that are going to be like good in this draft. Cam Smith, Kelly Ringo, Joey Porter, Christian Gonzalez, and one more. I can't remember his name. Gonzalez, Ringo, Porter, Smith.
So Bears Twitter has been blowing up. Do you think the Chargers are right now $22 million over cap? They save $29 million by cutting Khalil Mack. Do the Bears bring him in for a 1-year deal or 2-year deal? Shore up the D end, then draft Will Anderson, and completely change the ends? I wouldn't be opposed. I already have a Khalil Mack jersey. Yeah, Mama Bear, I do think you guys are pretty set at wide receiver. The problem is you still have Kirk Cousins, who has mediocred his way into the most money earned in the history of the NFL.
What is it that Minnesota needs? A pass rush? corners. Harrison Smith's good. I mean, that's...
Well, they got Zadarius from Green Bay, and he was hurt a lot of the year. Danielle Hunter is hurt every fucking year.
There's no doubt they were a little bit of pretenders this year. But I mean, like...
Harrison Smith is old. He's got the best...
I don't mean that as an insult. I mean, I just saw the Steelers do it like 3 years ago. We went 11-0, and we weren't 11-0 good. Like, I don't think the Vikings were bad, but they weren't what their record was.
They weren't as good as their record.
Justin Jefferson just kept coming in the clutch. And, I mean, that's going to happen sometimes. You need players like that. Like, the year Pittsburgh went 11-0, Ben just kept doing just enough to get us the win.
Yeah.
He wasn't even good anymore, but he was just like, 2 minutes left, I'm going to do it. And it was just like, all right. We somehow barely win again.
From an outsider's looking in, the Vikings, they seem like they have a good offensive line. You're going to miss...
It's pass defense is their issue.
In which they have players that are consistently hurt. You know, if you... Like Danielle Hunter, elite speed, elite moves, but he's like a glass cannon. When he's powerful and rolling, you're not going to stop him. Problem is, he's hurt a lot. Holy shit, Statue of Liberty. He's a big boy. I think the NFC North, if the Bears do well in the draft, the NFC North is going to be a tough division to play because the Lions looked really good a lot of the year. Questionable calls by the refs. They'd have been in the playoffs.
What makes the playoffs in the NFC South? 7-12?
At this rate, yeah. And it looks like Sean Payton's going to the...
I mean, the Bucks, Panthers,
AFC
bad.
West.
Falcons are bad.
Listen, Mama Bear, they're going to win. They're going to win. They'll win one this year.
Hey, I mean, if Rodgers might be gone, so they might not be an issue.
Yeah, who knows? He might be in San Francisco. He might be in Las Vegas. He might be in Tampa.
And then you'll, like, hate life if Jordan Love comes in and is actually that good, and then just be like, I hate it here. Like, that's what I'd be as a Bears fan. Like, if Jordan Love steps in and just becomes like a Pro Bowl right now, I'd be like, I hate it here. I
would just quit watching football, I think, at that point. It's doomed.
It's like, this is dumb. Like, they kept talking about Jordan Love, and they end up being right. Like, that, how annoying. Like, that's how I'd feel.
I'm all for Rodgers going to the Jets. I would much prefer that. Send him to a whole other division. Whole other conference.
That's what the Jets are doing now. Taking geriatrics from the Packers. Hey, and then they'll go to the Vikes. Right?
Yeah.
It's the path. 1
year with New York and then another year with Minnesota.
Yeah, see? But hey, Favre, that was one of Favre's best years.
The Vikings year?
Rodgers the Browns isn't happening. The Browns cannot get out of that Deshaun Watson contract right now.
No one's playing that.
There's no way. Like,
Rodgers to the Jets. Woody apparently is willing to pay anything because they realized they blew it with Wilson. I think Wilson's gone for a 4th rounder or cut.
Rodgers to the Broncos.
You're not going to get out of the Russell Wilson contract.
Flip them.
Even up them.
I mean, there'd be more because, like, the Denver would have to do it and some, but it could happen.
They already gave up their first. It's like Green Bay's not doing that.
No, but I'm saying that there are things that can happen.
Unless they're throwing in, who's that stud corner?
I mean, they're getting rid of Rodgers anyway. I mean, there's only so much they're going to get. Patrick Surtain.
Yeah. Surtain.
Just Surtain and
Surtain and Russ.
Alexander. Jay Alexander and Surtain together would be nasty.
I wouldn't like it as a Bears fan.
I mean, you wouldn't have an offense, but the quarterback facing him would have some issues.
We're just going to rely on that Bears run game then, I guess, because we're not passing nowhere.
No.
Although Jair got cooked a lot this year. He falls for double moves a lot.
Nah, he'd be the number 2, though. So, it's a scary, scary number 2 corner. Because, yeah, Surtain is that good already. There are some young, just studs at corner right now.
Are the Bengals just going to be like your guys' rival now? The Browns look like shit.
The Bengals, they do this. They'll be good for 2 more years.
Well, Joe Mixon got issued a arrest warrant today, so
Bengals gonna Bengal.
Bengals gonna Bengal.
Like I said, the Ravens are our rivals. They are a well-run franchise.
They're not looking as orderly though with everything that's going on with
Lamar. It happens. They did the same thing with Flacco for a little bit there. I mean, the thing is, like, I'm sure that one's hard because he's just he has been hurt the last couple of years, and like with running quarterbacks, there's still such a hard divide upstairs or something like that. There are probably people who actively want him and people who actively don't. But still, they're a well-run organization. The Ravens aren't a team that goes like 4-12, kind of like Pittsburgh doesn't go 4-12. Like, even those two teams, they're always relevant. They do a really good job drafting and not getting bad contracts. Meanwhile, the Bengals, I mean, they're going to ruin everything. They're going to pay Burrow $45 million a year. They're going to pay Chase $30 million. They're going to pay Higgins like $25 million. And then it's like, okay, well,
no, Higgins gonna be gone.
No, they're not. There's no way. I can see, dude. It's gonna be a Colts situation. They're gonna lock up like close to like $100 million on those 3 guys.
60% of their cap's gonna be used up.
Yeah, and like it's supposed to be what, 212 this year or something. Is that what the number was?
225.
225. Yeah, if you spend $100 million on 3 freaking players, and then you have $220 million for 50 guys, like, good luck. You know what I mean? Like, there's just. And they'll pay Jesse Bates. He's a free agent this year. Their safety, pay him a bunch of money. Like I said, they're turning into the Colts.
I mean, it's not a bad way to be, though.
No, your offense will be really good, but your defense is going to be bad.
Let's see.
Oh, speaking of the Pro Bowl, see the last AFC quarterback who got in?
Oh, Huntley? That was garbage.
600 yards, 3 TDs. Let's go. That's an MVP. That's a Pro Bowl.
So, what is it?
I forget that Clark Kellogg is a tall man.
NFL projected salary cap.
Yeah, 225. But that's the thing. If the Bengals, I mean, they have a lot of. It looks like they're 5th highest in cap right now. But once they pay Burrow, they're like, you're on such an advantage when you aren't paying a quarterback yet. I mean, look, Bears, Falcons, Giants, Texans, Bengals, Seahawks, Patriots, Ravens, even like.
Well, you can't count the Ravens though because they've.
That's not showing up. On their cap.
Lamar's not in there at all. Yeah, that's right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the Raiders are the first team that has a quarterback under real contract. Lions do too, but those 8 that don't. I mean, you're just going to be in such a better position. I mean, the Bears
for a couple of years.
Yeah, but I'm saying like for those years, it's such a magical time. Now the Bengals are the only team that's like relevant playoff wise right now. That's in that.
The Bears only have 2 years of it though, because Justin Fields is going to his 3rd year.
But like, if the Bears get, let's say, good in 2 years, they're at such an advantage that they're paying Justin Fields nothing.
That's why the smartness of Ryan Poles was that he ate all of the dead cap, paid everyone's contract, and like, all right, guys, we're gonna suck. But
this is the Steelers have what, $331,000, and we're in the middle of the league.
Where are they? Oh.
19th. We're like in the middle, and we have barely money. Look at all those negatives.
How did it? Oh, it's good. They pushed everything from last year, so like they're still paying for the shit from last year. That's the only reason they lost like $40 million in the cap. Oh, look at the Jags. Jeepers. That's what happens when they overpaid everybody last year.
So like if Pittsburgh though is misleading because we have William Jackson III under contract, who never played for us. If we cut him, we get $12.3 million. I mean, that puts us to 12.6, which is 12. You know what I mean? Like, just cutting that one guy that we're definitely going to cut puts us all the way up to 12. If we cut Miles Jack, we get $8 million. If we cut The biscuit, we get $8 million.
You don't want to cut the biscuit.
Unless he wants out, he's kind of whining.
You need a good backup.
Maybe he's already whining. And Tomlin says, "I want soldiers, not prisoners." Or volunteers,
Buccaneers.
not prisoners.
The Buccaneers. Even if you wipe off Brady's 30.
Yeah. And that's partially why their Rams are 1500. That's partially why they want to get rid of Ramsey. You know, gets them right back to even. Oh, also has the number of people signed. The Commanders have 58. What?
Oh, practice and reserves.
Oh, okay. I was like,
That's why the Bears, they have 49. It's their futures and reserves. They actually had their cap space was 125. This already figures in all of their draft picks based on their standard salary of their picks.
gotcha.
The Falcons 58.
The Steelers have $6 million in dead cap. What is dead cap even?
Players cut from the last season.
Why does it say cap space top 51 and then cap space all? Why are they two different
Where
numbers?
does it say that?
On the right, where it says cap space all, to the far right.
The top 51 doesn't count the signing bonuses provided to future draft picks and to reserves and not practice squad. There's another type of group of players, which usually.
How about the Chiefs being 12th though, while paying their quarterback a bunch of money?
Good band-aids, but they've only got 35 on contract. So you figure that number that changes a lot. That means they're top heavy.
Yeah, Pittsburgh has 57.
That's pretty worrisome. The Chiefs are the only one in the 30s. Yeah.
Cap's weird though. Like the cap's kind of a myth. You can just like finagle it so easily.
Yeah, the cap's made up.
Well, it's been about an hour. If you want to switch over.
It's true, 57. Well, you gonna watch us play Madden there, Mama Bear?
Do you know Mama Bear?
No idea.
Then how do you know he's a Vikings fan?
They said it. Vikings.
But he didn't say he was a fan.
Skull.
Oh. Well, I was just playing as the Vikings. I guess I didn't catch that until you were... And then you were like, he's a Vikings fan. So I thought like somebody knew it personally.
They started talking about everything they know about the Vikings. And then can we beat them? Our future.
Well, I knew... At that point, you'd already said it. Yeah, I'm going to quote Cracker Barrel. I'm not just plain egg Naramus.
No, I'll end it and you can watch. I'm just going to go live again. Subscribe or something so you can see me beat Zach because I've got a pretty good record against you thus far.
Yeah. I'm not disciplined enough. That's my issue. I get a lead and I start
Too fun. It's too fun that way, yeah.
Yeah, I get a lead and I start getting silly.
Hoorah. All right. So let me end this one. Take a leak. And I just got to switch 2 cables. And then we'll run it. Have fun. Oh, I had to do an outro song. That's a good song right there. Bam. Been real. It's been fun. I can say that it has been real fun. Mama Bear, see you on the other side. I'm ready to pee though. I gotta pee. Bear down. Motherfuck. I can't believe it. I was able to do it and not end the stream. Gangsta. Damn it. Yeah. What do you need? Hopefully Mama Bear's there. Woo! I didn't even have to end the stream. I'm impressed. I'm skilled. I'm the man. I'm sneezing.
You're aiming. Theoretically.
Man, this is ridiculous. I'm sick of sneezing.
Jaguars, Commanders, Browns.
Jaguars, Commanders, or Browns?
Maybe the
Man.
Jags.
Broncos, Seahawks, Giants. It's Broncos or Giants. What say you, Mama Bear? Do I go Broncos or Giants? Giants. All right, I'll try 'em.
Gotta take Vanilla Vic.
What was that? White Vic?
Vanilla Vic, yeah.
Vanilla Vic? Jesus Christ. Sneezing so much I have a teardrop. Oh, let me go fucking blow my nose or something. Keep talking, keep busy.
Okay. Mike's apparently done.
Drives me out of my mind. Think I'm crazy, well maybe you're right. Spend the night with me, everything goes. Want some fucking
I don't like being the only person here that's not sick. Does not feel safe. It's never safe. You sound awful.
want your body, your heart, and your mind. Gonna see just how crazy inside. Just be patient, now I'm in control. I want it.
And he's back. You ate? You did 8? Is that what we normally do? I'm not gonna go around with it much. No, Gano. Gano for sure.
How do you have a pretty over?
You're my heartbeat, my silent drum that is kicking me till I'm numb. I wanna feel the love that James Brown did when he got standing ovations on his gig. I wanna feel free like a bird in the sky when he opened his wings to fly on by to the beat of my silent drum.
Someday.
That is kicking me till I'm numb. I wanna feel free like a bird in the sky when he opened his wings to fly on by to the beat of my silent drum that is kicking me till I'm numb. Oh.
Really? Wow. Sanders. Best. I give edge to the Eagles. I guess for that running back. The running back room, I'll give the Eagles for sure. I liked Pacheco more than going for in Dynasty, but I don't think he's as good as Miles Sanders. I think his being on that offense and as fast as he is, I think could lead to some good stuff. Especially because they've passed it to him more and more throughout the season. Yeah, I'll give running backs the Eagles, wide receivers Eagles for me as well. Made any picks by running backs or wide receivers who you're
You're my heartbeat, my silent drum that is kicking me till I'm numb. I wanna feel the love that James Brown did when he got standing ovations on his gig. I wanna feel free like a bird in the
and then tight end Chiefs. I mind.
silent drum that is kicking me till I'm numb. Oh.
I'll go Chiefs. Then linebackers, I'll go Eagles. Honestly, Eagles just the rest of the way. Corners and safeties too. Kicker, wash. Punter, Chiefs. Head coach, Chiefs. Kermit impersonation, Chiefs. That was 4 yards. Yeah, it's all the same. Yikes. Your running back showed up.
Yeah, no shit.
It's kind of worse to deal with. Mm-hmm. Best available. I mean, it's not a good talk, but it's like, it just depends what slips. Like, if a corner slips, then yeah, give me a corner. But if an offensive lineman slips, give me an O-line. Yeah, it didn't feel good either.
I forgot to unmute myself. Jeepers creepers.
So I've just been answering questions.
Yeah, even talking to yourself.
That's good stuff.
Mama Bear should have said something. Probably turn this off. It's alright. No worries. Eating any good food? Any good diet food?
I mean, I had some grilled wings last night. We haven't. It's been weird. It's been mostly been fitting for myself because Bethany had a cold and wasn't really cooking, and also didn't want to eat. So like, it was kind of like, I'm not gonna cook either for one.
Dinner for one is not exciting.
So yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. So I haven't been having a whole heck of a lot of fun. I mean, nothing fun, really. You?
One of my favorite, I guess we eat it when we're on a diet, but it's not really a diet food. Is
Cake.
It's
cheesecake. It's my favorite.
loaded cauliflower casserole.
I don't. Why is everyone just like eat cauliflower? Just broccoli's ugly cousin.
Well, it's a good filler. And it's just a method because it's inappropriate to just eat spoonfuls of cheese. So it's cheese, spicy sauce, spicy breakfast sausage, bacon, sour cream, cream cheese.
Sounds like it's not necessarily low calorie.
No, but it's keto. Calorically, a little high.
So you're trying to get to ketosis?
Well, no, I really struggle with deciding whether it's caloric or keto that I'm struggling with.
I think you gotta lean one way. Or the other. I think doing both at the same time is going to be weird.
It's a rough drive.
Mine's more simple. I don't count calories. I don't do keto.
Well, I'm not good at working out every single fucking day. What do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, that's true. But
What a punt.
But what I just try to do is I try to do like high protein, low carb, low fat foods. Instead of keto, it's like high fat, high protein. I just basically I try to just mainly eat protein because like I'm going to naturally get my carbs and my fat. Like unless you're like literally like trying to get zero. So I basically just try to find foods that are a little healthier.
So why do you cut fat?
Cut fat? I mean, I don't do no fat. I cut fat because you don't want to have too much fat.
Why?
Why?
Yeah. It's been shown that high fat diets, especially in saturated fats, is usually better overall for heart health.
Well, fat
The two countries
is
with
the
the
highest calorie of the three. So that makes the calories go way up if you get high fat foods.
Oh,
Like high fat foods are going to raise the calories a lot.
you know, you think that everyone would have lost their minds if the score was 105 at the end of the third quarter in the NBA in the 90s?
Oh, yeah. It'd have been like, what is happening? What is this Harlem Globetrotter BS? Yeah, I think that this isn't good. Wow.
Safety. Is that our first safety?
It's not. Yeah, it's not common.
Ooh. Hot dog.
So saturated fat, that's the good one?
Essentially, all high fat diets are overall healthy. The common misconception was the other way around. Oopsies.
Well, I know that, like, we don't.
Our food pyramid's all fucked up because the sugar industry paid for.
Well, sugar is the worst for you. You don't need it.
Right.
Like, you need fat, but, like, you don't. The thing is, like, a lot of times, high fat foods, though, also just have sugar. And you could definitely get fat eating high fat foods.
You can get fat eating nothing. I mean, you know, anything you can eat can get you fat.
Kinda. But again, like I said, you've never met a fat person who's like, I just eat so many freaking bananas. Or I ate so much grilled chicken that now I weigh 400 pounds. That's never a thing. Because you get full eventually if you eat things, you know, that are like if you eat high protein, low fat, low carbs, you get full. And that's why I target those things. Because, like, I'm not really dieting. So, like, if I go, like, it sounds like Saturday we might go to Chili's. Like, if I go to Chili's, you know, I'm going to eat some stuff that's not, like, necessarily health foods. But I'll try to get something chicken-based instead of having,
Oh
like,
my God, it didn't register my
burger.
button click.
You know, like a burger out is just not good stuff. You know what I mean? Like, a burger out probably is over 100% of your daily fat.
Maybe. I was stoked for some fucking turkey meatloaf tonight. Didn't happen.
Yeah, I just try to eat birds and fish, man. Birds and fish. Birds, fish, and vegetables.
Don't forget the steaks, man. You need that the proteins in it for B12 absorption.
I eat steak some. I mean, red meat's something I'll eat like once or twice a week. To where, like, I'll eat chicken a lot. Chicken's awesome.
Chicken's alright. It's boring.
I don't care about boring.
Woo! User lurk, baby.
Boring doesn't bother me.
I know that's right. You could eat whatever every day of the week.
I love chicken.
It's aggravating. I'm gonna make some grilled wings soon, but I'm on call this weekend, so not this one.
Yeah, I love chicken. You just underestimate how much I like ketchup.
Yeah, but ketchup is so bad for you.
It's fine.
It's all sugar.
Yeah, but you don't. I don't eat enough of it to actually add that much.
Well, then you don't love it that much.
No, I eat a lot, but I mean, like, even if you eat like a cup, it's like 200 calories. It's not that crazy. Like in the scheme of a day, like, and you're not really eating a cup with chicken, probably. Like that's because you know what? The problem with me, you know where I would eat the most ketchup is fries. So like,
So you're not eating fries, so it's
I
not
don't eat
that
fries,
bad.
yeah. So I guess not as big of a problem. Fries is an easy cut for me. I don't care that much about fries in the first place.
I mean, I do love fries.
I just don't care about fries.
Good fries.
That's the problem. Is very few places have what I deem good fries.
Yeah.
Like most sit-down restaurants have like steak fries, which are trash, and then what's the other restaurant style fry that's just not good? You know what I'm talking about? Just the generic, like Applebee's, Chili's. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like a. It's kind of there.
What about you, Mama Bear? If you're still there, what kind of French fries do you eat?
My favorite's the worst for you. Arby's curly.
You dip it in cheese sauce?
I dip it in whatever's in front of my face. That's like the only fry I can eat without sauce.
What about like what do you eat there besides fries? Shit.
Oh, I don't eat Arby's.
You don't eat Arby's?
No, so I never have their fries.
Huh. I love Arby's. Their market fresh sandwiches are delicious. I still love big beef and cheddar.
If I eat fast food, it's McDonald's.
I had McDonald's today, but there was a reason. It was they finally brought back the steak, egg, and cheese bagel. I had to have it, so I did.
Yeah, for me, it's McDonald's. Like
Nuggets,
nuggets sometimes,
burger.
McChicken a lot of the time. Most of the time, McChicken.
Are you a heavy mayo type?
I'm a no mayo type.
No mayo type. Then you don't eat. Man,
I don't like mayonnaise, man. I'm a McChicken, only pickle. Let's go. It's only 330 calories too, bro.
I want mayo on my shit. I'm not eating.
Yeah, it's as if you eat I eat McChicken just pickle. It's 330 calories for a McChicken.
Huh.
I mean, that's really not bad.
No, the
You have
steak, egg, and cheese bagel is 670.
I mean, you get two. You know what I mean? Like, I like cheeseburgers, McDonald's too.
Too easy to eat, man. I love them.
I only get cheeseburgers, like whether that's a cheeseburger or a McDouble or a double or whatever, a burger of some kind, a McChicken and nuggets. That's like all I get. I'll have McFlurry from time to time, shake from time to time. But like meal wise, I don't touch the fillet of fish because I'm not a heathen. And then
I love them. I love it.
what is wrong with you?
The steamed bun is fucking delicious.
I won't get the McRib anymore. I got it for
I
years.
get it once. I mean, I get
it for several years, just once a year, and then I was like, yeah, it's not that good. Like, it's freaking weird, man. Like, why so many onions? And I love onions.
My God, I fucked up.
Like, I love onions, man. But like the fillet of fish,
It's a whole. It's
just
a
like,
half.
why-
It's a half an onion.
I'm
and
like, why do you
two.
cut it like that? Like, I feel like they cut it in like the most reckless way possible. Like they cut it like they liked violence. They're like, we're not doing our cute little awesome diced ones that are really good. We're
Minced.
We're
Yeah.
gonna do like half of the whole circle, which is ridiculous. Like nowhere cuts an onion like that ever, unless you're sautéing them and putting them on like nachos.
Or a steak, yeah.
Yeah, like that's
they're,
the only time they're that big. Like, no one would ever do it that big on a sandwich.
they're perfect slivers for a steak.
Yeah, it's so weird. And it's not ribs, it's I don't know what it is, but it's not right.
It is. It's pork shoulder.
Yeah, Mick, it's a weird.
It's emulsified.
It's a weird thing. That's what it is. Like, and I always eat it. I'm like, you know what's better than this? A McChicken. I can also get like 3 McChickens for the price of one.
Sometimes you have to eat
of
something
these
not
McRibs.
for just pure love, but nostalgia purposes.
Sometimes you have to eat something just because McDonald's told you to eat it.
Listen, I eat poor man spaghetti, and it's awful. It's tomato juice, macaroni noodles, slice up hot dog.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I fucking love it.
You shouldn't.
There's a lot of things in my life that I probably shouldn't have, but I love it because of it just takes me back. That's a bullshit fucking play too, by the way.
Tough nugs. I wish Kentucky Fried Chicken still had Kentucky Grilled Chicken. To be honest with you.
2 for 5, 100 yards.
You know why they don't have it? Because no one ordered it.
Guess you should have been there more.
I never got it once. I just wish they had it now that I'm trying to eat healthy.
Oh, it wasn't that good, and it wasn't any better for you.
It wasn't better for you? Then what's the point?
To appear to be better for you.
Like the
You know, if you're gonna go there, just get the fucking double down.
like the veggie burger from Burger King.
The Impossible Whopper is delicious.
Yeah, because it's just horrible for you.
Yep. But
Like it's like maybe more calories than the regular Whopper. I don't know how they get it that high calorie.
it's less calorically, but it's higher. It's much higher sodium.
It has so much fat in it. I know for some reason you don't care about fat, but plants.
It's not that I don't care about fat.
Plants shouldn't have that much fat. That's all I'm getting at.
But it's not about that health. It's about letting people that don't eat meat go to Burger King.
No, that I had that argument with my grandma because she was like, that's so stupid. I'm like, yeah, you don't eat it. Like, it's for
You're not.
people,
Yeah, you're not the demographic, motherfucker.
yeah, it's for people who morally don't want to eat an animal, which fine. I'm all for that, but it cracks me up when at first I was like, oh, this is probably gonna be healthy, and then I looked at it, I was like, oh, no, it's not. It's like 1,100 calories. You know, you can't have if you're vegan, you can't have McDonald's fries.
Because if they're cooked in the same oils
They're cooked in beef broth.
before they get frozen and shipped. I worked at McDonald's.
Maybe I don't know. I read about it.
We
Though.
took them from the bag to the fryer, but they're
Probably.
also fried in the overlapping oil that goes in the McChicken.
That might be part of why I don't know. But I heard there's beef broth involved some way somehow.
There could be some sort of stock. I wouldn't. Hey, so by the way, these get better and better as you keep
Which
eating
ones?
them.
I told you they would. Remember, I was like,
Nicole still consists it tastes like shit. My mom's like, I can't stand the taste because it tastes like protein powder. I was like, okay, I can get part of your aspect. I get that. But when you're eating for health, like,
Didn't I tell you that though?
yeah.
I was
So
like, the first one you eat, you're gonna be like,
there
why
are
did Zach recommend this nonsense?
there are
to
so
me?
few protein bars that have 21 grams with this.
None of them have that stat line, dude.
Yeah, it's 190 calories, I think.
You can't get the fiber content of it too is insane.
It's like 40 calories or so less per bar than like the next one, which usually only have like 15 to 16 grams of protein.
and there's like no
Low
fat.
fiber.
There's like no fat in this. No. There's like no fat, no sugar. It's just like, oh, do you want protein and fiber? Like the fiber is just holding together this whey protein, man. We have whey protein and we glued it together with fiber.
Honestly, it doesn't have a whole lot of different texture than like a cosmic brownie.
Like I said, they're not that bad. Like I said, the first time you eat it, you're like, this is kind of weird because it's just so different than any other bar that you've had. I like these though better than like a lot of them because a lot of them have such high, like fake sugar in them. They kind of leave weird tastes in my mouth. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Like I'm just like, no, this doesn't do that. This kind of has no aftertaste.
It doesn't. It's correct. It does not have a strong aftertaste, like at all.
Yeah, this is the flavor also, by the way, that you want to get. The cookies and cream one tastes okay, but like my stomach always like hurt afterwards. I don't know why, and that might not happen to you, but like for me, like my stomach would be like churning after I ate that one.
Oh, you could be sugar alcohols could be kind of a weakness for you then.
But I don't know. It was only that flavor. This one doesn't have it. Like I don't have that problem at all. I've had a lot of those. I never know.
Oh, you know, I want you to try this then. It's right there at the top. I know where that. So it's not to waste time. I just grabbed all of the ones I had.
So it has 11 net carbs.
11 net's fine. It's not considered. It's just not. It's a protein bar. It's not a keto bar. So it's got to have less than 8.
The freaking 21 grams of protein.
Coconut. How do you feel about coconut?
I like coconut. What's about this one?
And that one.
Why are they supposed to make me nauseous?
No, those are delicious.
Oh, well, you said I said something about being nauseous. You're like, well, I'm gonna get you these then. I was like, Like, are you trying to make me nauseous? What's the like?
And then
I just don't like the cookie and cream flavored any of it.
Even my bar.
That one was good. That was like actually like trying to be chocolate though. I mean, like the cookies and cream protein bars, they never sit right with me. It must be something that they're faking in it. There's something that specifically for faking that flavor that my body doesn't like. Because even like think about it, like the one bars, the cookies and cream one of those, I'm not a big fan of either.
Read you like a book, motherfucker.
Yep. That was bad. Yeah, like I said, the first time you eat that Costco one, you're like, I knew you'd be like, what is this? Like, what is this bar?
They're way better than the Quest. They're better than the RX bars.
RX bars are gross. Like, those are actively nasty. Like, the RX bars that I've had, like, those are actively bad.
They're fucking medicine.
Like, it's so, like, it's impossible for me to even really eat them. They taste disgusting.
So the grandma's cookies, I don't like those a whole lot.
I've actually never had a Quest bar. I've heard such bad things. I've just never even had one.
So one thing they've done is they've tried to expand their line rather than just like a protein bar to stuff for like that Nicole would enjoy, like breakfast oat bars and stuff like that. I'll tell you, have you ever had
Quest chips aren't bad.
Oh, those are pretty decent. How do you feel about
Quest pizza's not bad.
overnight oats?
They're fine. I have a hard time with it because I don't eat a lot of breakfast.
Oh, that's fair.
So like I don't really want overnight oats at 3.
It also depends on how you feel about dehydrated fruits. So for like overnight oats, when you want to add fruits to it, usually like a dehydrated cranberry or raisin.
A dehydrated raisin.
Well, it's a dehydrated grape, so.
Yeah.
Oh, my ball.
Lord have mercy.
Have mercy.
Things are bad. Yeah, how often have you had the Kirkland bars?
One every day.
And do you get to where like how many? It's been over a week. Has it got to a point where like you almost kind of like are ready for your bar?
Yeah, like
I got
between 12 and 1 usually.
Like, it's kind of weird because like I feel like there's something in those that gets you into a routine to where you're like, Like I start to like taste it before I've even eaten it. I'm like, I'm ready for my little bar.
I'm just ready for that bite that has the chip in it.
Yeah, that's the good bite. There's like you get like 2 or 3 bites per bar. That's the little little chocolate peanut butter chunk in it. That's really good.
I did find a new.
But like the texture becomes like relaxing.
I enjoy the soft brownie taste.
Oh, well, I like every once in a while I'll take a bite, then I'll fold it.
Okay, I
I
guess
don't know why. It makes it like a thicker thing. I don't know.
like a Snickers mini.
Yeah, every once in a while I do that and I eat it. Makes it more dense.
The ice cream game has gotten pretty good with keto.
Sick. I mean, there's Enlightened, there's Halo Top. Halo
Enlightened.
Top started it.
I just had Enlightened.
It's good.
Oh, it's so good. They had a chocolate peanut butter cup. Oh my god.
There's one called So Delicious. I mean, you get a pint for like 300 calories. Like I'm.
Oh, this one was chocolate. It was 610 calories for the whole pint. I ate it in 2 servings, but man, it hit the spot.
Well, they have the low calorie ones that are literally like 300 calories for the whole pint.
And you know what? I appreciate they put a little sticker or like a marking, keto approved, low cal. Like they'll mark which one is what. Like okay,
The keto ones, the ones that are bragging about how many carbs they have, are the keto ones on the front. The ones that are low calorie say it right on the front. They're like, "Hey, it's 330 calories. You have this whole thing, you fatty." I'm like, I'm gonna.
I enjoyed it. It was. Nicole even liked it, and she doesn't really like keto stuff a whole lot.
My favorite ones are kind of silly. I just want plain chocolate. I don't want plain chocolate and real icing or ice cream, but like plain chocolate and the like low calorie one, it's such an easy flavor to mimic because they can put real, they can put real cocoa powder in it. Like cocoa powder.
I think that's why that one was so good. Like vanilla is really hard to mimic.
Yeah, like
it's the vanilla one I have is vanilla peanut butter cup or vanilla peanut butter.
Like I've had peanut butter cup and cookie dough and stuff like that, but then they have to do like a whole bunch of like stuff to make it okay. But like chocolate, like you just put cocoa powder. Like the chocolate flavor is not actually high calorie.
Right.
So like it's really easy to just put that in there. That's why a lot of diet chocolate stuff is good.
And why most proteins start out with chocolate.
My favorite protein powder of all time got discontinued and made me want to like cry. It was Cellucor. And the flavor was peanut butter marshmallow. It was awesome. And then they quit making it. And so now I have molten chocolate. Like a loser.
You got to try mine.
There are a lot of good ones, but the prices can get kind of out of whack.
That's true. I buy mine from Sarasota. The company is in Sarasota.
Oh, really?
It's so good. It's rich milk chocolate. It's so good.
I went to Sunflower not long ago. It was nice.
Big fan, man. I love those beef sticks. When you talk about beef sticks and like the content, those 4505s.
Yeah, those are good. I got some 1 bars from there because it was $10 or 12, and that's just like that's a steal, man. Like
it's a $3 bar.
Yeah, it's like a $3 bar, and you get 10 for 12, or 10 for or 12 for 10 is like so awesome.
Oh no! You got rocked though.
I did.
He might be hurt from that in real life because you got hit sticked. But the what is it? Adam does. Adam's right about everything.
Adam ruins everything.
Yeah. I was gonna send that to my mom because I made bacon yesterday. Because you talk about expiration dates and bullshit. And I watched that video. I was enthralled. There's Best Buy, there's Used By, there's Sell By.
Yeah.
So this one was Used By. A little more concerning compared to Sell By. And it was bacon, so it's a fresh meat. I cooked it yesterday, February 1st, right? Yep, February 1st. And it was Used By January 15th.
It's a big gap.
What made it worse is I had just taken it out of the Walmart shopping bag that it was in when I had picked it up an hour earlier.
But it's still unopened?
Still unopened. Tasted fine.
Yeah, that makes it a little more acceptable.
We ate it.
Like if it had been like half used in your fridge, I'd been like, no, you can't use that.
No, yeah, it's just spoiled. It's aerated. It tasted fine. The only reason we didn't eat all of it was because it turned out to be a really fatty pack. So it wasn't like half of it was just pure fat back. So it cooked down into nothing, just crisped.
Yeah, like sunflower, they don't sell anything that's actually used by. That's after, but they do like a lot of Best Buys are gone, which I'm like is fine. Like I'm not paying for this product to be at its best. Honestly, I'm paying for it to be
Cheap.
cheap and still have the same stats. It may not be the freshest, as fresh as it once was.
All those beef sticks are fucking delicious still.
Fine, yeah. I've had a lot. Most of the stuff I have there is fine. The only stuff that really I'm like about is some of the frozen stuff. It gets pretty freezer burnt.
I could see that being an issue.
Which isn't really like again not bad for you, just annoying.
So scrape it with a butter knife.
That's the only issue. Like, just annoying is all that I really can say about that one. I got some fish from there. Pretty stoked about it.
It's,
Chili lime tilapia for like $3.
that's a good deal. I mean,
And it was already seasoned.
Nicole doesn't like tilapia, but I do.
But for me, I was like, for $3, and I just have to pop this in the oven and heat it up. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm.
That's
happy
yeah.
with. Like that's awesome.
That's
Like,
quick.
I don't have to season it because again, like it's perfect for me because Bethany doesn't like fish and I do. So like, that's the perfect thing. Like one night when she's like, "Fend for yourself," I just cut it open. And
Unwrap,
cook it.
throw it in the skillet. Bam.
Yeah, I don't have to.
Or are you a nuke it? Or do you nuke fish?
I put it in the oven
Okay.
or on the grill, depending.
I can get behind
just
that.
oven it. But like swordfish, grill.
Grill.
Snapper, grill. No tilapia, I'd probably put in the oven.
Yeah, tilapia doesn't care.
Yeah.
It's a gutter fish.
It's basically like, it's kind of like similar to chicken, and then like, I don't think it matters.
It's catfish.
Yeah, Sunflower Market's a good place.
How do I only have 250 total fucking yards?
They had some seltzers that I almost bought.
They sell booze there, right?
What?
Booze?
Yeah. They had
Oh no.
they had one that they had some vodka seltzers, like with real vodka, and some gin ones. And like, I almost bought some. They were $1 a piece.
Ooh, patient text me.
Like they had
Hold on.
they had like a gin blossom, a citrus spritz gin.
Shit.
Something wrong with them?
No, I can't tell this patient what time I'm going to see him for a second. Hold on. So, it was funny. I had never gone to the right side of the sunflower market. The frozen stuff. And I saw there's so many health drinks in that refrigerated section, like kombuchas and shit like that.
And it's all on the. You can buy them in bulk. All on the, like sharing the wall with the protein aisle / makeup aisle. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yep.
They're sharing that wall. You can buy all that stuff in bulk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the protein aisle has some good stuff. Like protein pancake mix and protein bars and protein powders and.
All right, we're good.
And then they have a bunch of beer and wine. Like beer's usually questionable. Like that's what made me end up not getting those seltzer things. I'm like, those sound good, but like,
But
why are they here?
decent beers sell.
Yeah. Flag.
I thought I was gonna get thrown.
Real life it does. You touched me.
Man, Golden State got raped. What's wrong with Golden State?
I mean, Denver's really good. They're the #1 seed. What? How would I possibly have
Was that Kayvon
predicted-
Thibodeau?
Yeah, it was.
passing yards between the two of us. We don't have 250 yards. Look at, oh my God, we're awful.
Not good.
Oh, pick another game.
I don't know if there are any.
What time is it? It's only 11:30. How's the NBA stopping this early?
I mean, there might be a 10 o'clock game tonight. It'd be Milwaukee if there is one. Yeah, it's a halftime. Milwaukee and Clips.
Turn out. We did it through the remote.
TNT.
You had the remote, dude.
That never happened. Is it underneath those balls? Yeah, it is.
You son of a bitch.
Stealing it.
Oh, the Pelicans and Mavericks are playing.
Not considered.
Well, we can always watch El Paso.
Oh, that's TNT. Same. It'll flip to that game. All right, ready.
Hut. Hut. Just throw it away. Just throw it away. I wasn't gonna get there.
They have some Bonza stuff though. Like they have some Bonza mac and cheese there.
Ooh, I love Bonza.
Yeah.
That's Lexi and Jax's favorite pasta.
You just gotta go, dude, and you just have to go up and down every aisle. You have to just plan a time to be like, I'm gonna be here for 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
go up and down every aisle and really look at everything. Because that's the hard part. Is you don't know what they're gonna have. Sometimes they have good barbecue sauces. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they have.
Go with the sub.
Yeah.
I worry that because they're opening the place south, it's going to take away from our supply. That's Sarasota, right? It's going to take away from our good shit.
There's already one in Fort Myers. I think it's not gonna be a problem because I think that I bet a lot of the stores that sell it are just gonna be from Sarasota.
Yeah, you can
Like,
probably buy a lot of Trader Joe's shit.
Yeah, I mean that's probably who's getting rid of it. It's like Trader Joe's, all those local stores like Annie's Health Foods are like, oh gosh, we can't sell this anymore for $7 because our hoity-toity people aren't gonna buy something past the Best Buy date for $7, which I wouldn't. Because if you're buying it at a real store, and you're sitting there looking at it and being like, it said Best Buy a month ago, I'm going to be trying to find one that says Best Buy before the day I'm eating it. There's a lot of stuff, though, I just won't buy.
That's the thing, you gotta...
At the price of the health food.
No,
stores.
yeah, a lot of that.
That's the hard part, is you get to I get to liking some of it, and then I see it at the real store, and I'm like, I can't do that.
I'll see you in a few months.
I mean, even one bars, at their cheapest, are $8 for 4 at Walmart. $8 for 4 is not $10 for 12.
Not even close, yeah.
Not even talking about the same thing anymore.
Yeah, we're not in that market.
There's just a lot of things like that there.
You and I are not the same.
Oh, shoot. I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit circle.
Who was Circle? The guy...
Right in front of my face.
I was say you weren't trying to throw to ETN, right? Because I was on ETN and he was covered.
5 yards downfield, man. And so when my guy ripped it, I went, no!
Yeah.
But it gave me time to adjust. That's the good thing, because if you think you're throwing deep and you're throwing it to the guy 2 feet in front of you, you're not gonna adjust. I was able to not throw a pick because I was able to switch to the guy and cut it off.
Oh my god, I switched to the wrong person.
Shoot.
Oh, Lexi's up. My daughter's up.
That didn't seem ideal.
You're up to 244 yards. You're fucking churning and burning. Okay, how did you get rid of that?
I mean, I threw it away. You're asking how I threw it away?
No, it's just your body mechanics showed
Yeah,
that.
I basically made it to where you couldn't physically make it that far on purpose. It wasn't outside the pocket. I was like, I'm gonna aim for a guy and just run straight backwards. You know, to a way that basically he can't get it to him. It wouldn't let me throw. I even hit throw away at one point. What happened? Did I somehow hit a
Yeah,
button?
your probably arm strength wasn't enough to get you to the line of scrimmage.
So it wouldn't let me even do anything?
I guess. I don't know.
If that's not true, though, because I can throw it 34 yards. And that's to a first down.
Not running straight left. Hey, triple coverage. Are you only running like 3 people's routes or something?
I only had running backs in and wide out. Everyone was tired.
Oh,
Good old. I quit.
the friendly.
Very superstitious.
Superstition ain't the way.
Bengals. I don't want to do Bengals. Colts. I don't want to do the Colts. Oh. These teams.
Who was it?
Bengals, Colts, and Commanders. I really don't feel like being the Bengals.
You can put another one.
It's fine.
Colts. All right. All right. Bills. Oh. Texans. Rams. Oh, man.
Colts or Commanders.
Bless you.
Be the Colts. Never the Colts.
Oh, well then I can't be the Bills. I'll try the Rams.
Maybe the Bills. I don't care. It's not gonna be good for me regardless, man.
Ooh, do I run with Baker or try to summon Matty Staff? Oh, your favorite movie's coming back. Magic Mike. You know, everyone loves Impractical Jokers so much, and I haven't seen a single episode in my whole life.
Oh, you're missing out.
I've seen skits or clips on like Facebook way back when. Ooh, Sam Ellinger. Ellinger? Gur? Do you know?
Ellinger.
I remember watching the combine, and everyone talked about Jonathan Taylor just being like, "Oh, he's a big body, good eyes," and then the shock to see that, oh shit, he ran a 4.3.
Yeah, he only wasn't more touted because everyone was like, "Oh,
He's a product. He's a product of the system with the zone run scheme of Wisconsin.
a lot of fumble talk." Which he does still do.
Look how fast Baker is. Fuck you, A-Rob. You're out. My backup tight end is a fucking linebacker.
That's weird.
I'll put my third string back. Oh my god. You look, overall 26.
That's good.
What? I even auto reordered. Like, why do you?
I've never even seen that before.
A 26?
Yeah.
Aaron Donald's pretty decent. He was a cheat code way back when. All right. Sub linebacker. What book was it you were trying to listen to?
No, it's called The Rhythm of His.
How to Better Be a Deep Throater?
No, I don't need help with that.
Boy, every team that I like is
I'm a natural.
losing. It's a gift.
So your favorites are Golden State and Milwaukee.
Yep.
You're like, I wanted the best player in the league to not be LeBron James.
What sucks is, like, I liked Milwaukee because I used to watch FSN North in Milwaukee, and I loved Michael Redd. And then living in Wisconsin, the game that came on at 9 o'clock was Golden State with Baron Davis.
Aaron Davis. Full court wonder.
So it was just one of those things, like, that's who I was watching, because, like, when Michael Jordan left, like, there wasn't a whole lot there for me in the whole area. Aaron Donald got you.
Never heard of him.
He's kind of a scrub. Holy shit. Creed.
Yeah, they're gonna do like Rocky. Creed 7.
Why do you put the best wide receiver at punt return?
You wouldn't. I can tell you how many people seem so deeply concerned about their team having somebody dating Jeffree Star. I'm like, I don't care a little. If it's someone from Pittsburgh, I'd be like, sweet, don't care. I just don't.
Good for you. Get that dick.
It's like, I don't care. Are you gonna play well on Sunday? That's all I care about. And like, are you not a horrible person? I guess I also care about.
Well, Jeffree Star's the horrible person that.
I don't know anything about Jeffree Star.
Oh,
He's a bad person.
He is, yeah. DeForest Buckner, he's in the potential trade.
Ooh, that looks really good. You see how good that steak and bacon grilled
It
cheese
is.
thing looked good? Where's the nearest Sonic?
About 45 minutes away.
If I lived alone, I would like to think that I'd meal prep, but I wouldn't honestly do that.
Here's my 7 containers of yellow rice and chicken.
No, I'd meal prep bowls. Well, I can have chicken, rice, black and corn, like those bowls. I have that every single day. I love them.
The Chipotle bowl.
Yeah, basically a Chipotle bowl. Like, I can have it every single day. I absolutely love them. But the hard part is, like, I'm not going to meal prep. I'm not going to sit there and make it all. I'm not going to cook chicken and beans and
The
cook
thing
rice
is,
and-
I could do it for 3 days at max. To the point, I actually, we talked about health and everything. I just ordered, because I have a 50% off thing from a podcast through, what company was it? Factor. They're sending me,
Credit factor.
yeah, they're sending me, it's 10 meals for the price of 5. I love the idea of those types of meals and everything. Already prepped and everything. Me and Nicole did the home, like the ready fresh, where they send you all the ingredients, just pour this in the order that they say to do it. I want it vacuum sealed in the container. All I want to do is microwave it. I think that's where I'm at in life. Oh, holding on you. All right.
It's a drive killer. It's a drive killer if you're me.
I think you have -4 total yards, so.
Boom. Perfect passer. 4 for 4.
So, did you see what accidentally happened here between me and your...
Nice block, man. What do you got, number 1?
And look at, you're still holding the ball, so like, you're way past 5 yards. I should have got some sort of contact.
yeah. I they just said they ran into each other. You didn't like. Maybe they said my guy initiated contact. I don't know.
Jalen Ramsey? He's a G.
Future Steeler.
Future Bear. We'll eat his contract.
Bears would be a weird one. I feel like Steelers would be a weird one if it wasn't just the way that we seem to do crap. We're like, we can win the Super Bowl this year.
And if the Patriots are better, that's where he'd fit.
Yeah, because he's gonna go to a team like that, like the Chiefs, or like a team, the Bills, a team that's like, we're going for it.
The Aqib Talib route.
'Cause that's the reason to do it. But like I said, that's why Pittsburgh would do it, because Pittsburgh's ridiculous. And they're like, we can win the Super Bowl if we get Jalen Ramsey. It's like, you can't, but you go right on ahead and get Jalen Ramsey.
Keep thinking so. We're going to have 9 stud cornerbacks.
Our defense is going to be ridiculous. The thing is, if we got Jalen Ramsey, our defense would be insane. Like, it's good now. But like, if you added him to that mix and you really had Watt, Highsmith, Hayward, Ramsey, Minka, like...
A truly scoreless first. And it's bad. Come on, Milwaukee. I think Kupp is one of those overrated players in Madden because, well, never mind. I say that as I just fucking torch you.
You're going to say he didn't have high speed?
Yeah. But for some reason that...
You're like 75 yards later.
Let me bite my tongue. quick feet. Quick feet.
I think you're faking it.
You know, it's just good to see Kawhi playing in the game.
That's what's funny is AD gets this like mantra as he's made of glass. He's played more games than Kawhi Leonard. He's played more games than Paul George.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
It felt like a loud one. Oh my god, like I can't even switch to people. Oh my god.
The Colts.
Fuck you.
Rogers Jr., man. What a G.
Naeem Hines, what? Nah. This guy is the guy.
That was awesome. That was the easiest kick return I've ever had.
Let me just veer left, and here it is. Let me part the sea like Moses through the Red Sea. Woo.
And then it was just speed from there.
Ooh. Come on, back to back. Oh man, I'm gonna have to break up this recording because that was awesome.
Well, how's that even happen?
Back to back kick return for touchdowns. What? Let's record at the 2 hour mark. 2 hour and 60.
All right, first of all, I have no momentum shift. For you, it's like full bar.
You what?
Like for like the momentum thing at the top.
Oh,
For me,
well, it barely moves, and I'm.
you were still had the momentum after my kickoff return, and then you do it, and it's like, oh yeah, full bar.
Oh no.
Okay, so it's like I never returned it, basically.
Yeah, we're back. Start back at one. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's back to back to. Oh, nope. Woo!
What a return by Rodgers, though.
All of our total yards are gonna be kick return yards.
We didn't take it back, but that was a good return.
Yeah. So you're gonna field goal this one, huh?
What a run by the 2 carries for 1 yard from my supposed running back.
Running back light.
I thought he'd be fun to play with and he'd be good. That's what I kind of thought. I was like, Jonathan Taylor, that's gonna be fun.
I think he's one of those that's like surprisingly fun to play with for screens.
My offense has been inept, but I'll take the field goal. I'll just say thank you, Rodgers, for giving me 10 points.
That's true. He's your main source of offense at this point.
I don't know who he is. I don't know what position he plays.
Come on, Giannis. Apparently Kemba can't get tackled. Giannis is just like an MVP every game.
He's good.
He's all right, right?
Yep.
It doesn't hurt that he's just like, oh, I love smoothies. Oh, so cute. Oh, Baker. Just
It's just Cooper Cup.
don't tell me what is just.
I mean, he has a 75-yard touchdown catch, a kickoff return.
He's decent.
You know, he's not good in this game, except for he's awesome. Except for that little tidbit.
And this touchdown here. Oh, still might be.
What is happening?
I can't believe how hard it is to tackle him.
I took 3 people to bring that guy down. That's absurd. All right, where's Whitey? That's a good thing is it's easy to pick him out.
Yeah, Vanilla Rice over here.
White Rice would be a good name. For him.
White Rice, that's right.
All right, that's just a thing that exists in the world.
Huh. That wasn't good. All right.
Quiddy.
All right, Van Jefferson.
Quiddy pay. Quiddy pay.
Where's Van at?
All right, defense. We need a pass rush here. Bring an 8. So
Oh, I had a perfect play call.
for me, bring an 8.
For you bringing A, buddy.
In the club, going tipsy. Everybody in the club going tipsy.
Okay. Nope. It broke a different way.
4 for 5, 126. All right, Faker. I see you.
Didn't matter.
Does Gay have 55 in him? He does. Double nickel.
I didn't realize Matt Gay had that kind of leg on him.
All right. It's your boy. No! No! My offense is dead!
Should have held forward.
All right, what position does Slade play?
Go ahead. I'm going to take P.
All right, he's not a running back.
P.
Obviously not fullback. Wide receiver? He's not. You ready, Freddie?
You like nuts?
Sorry, bad.
Best almonds on the planet.
Marcona almonds.
I just want to see you try one. Honestly, they're so good. It's the most consistent thing Jackson has eaten his whole life.
What's Jackson's favorite food?
Marconi almonds.
That's his favorite food.
And popcorn chicken from Publix.
Corn chicken from Publix is good. What about Savannah?
McDonald's.
Nuggets? Burger? Fries?
Nuggets and then fries.
What's Lucy's favorite? Does she like breast milk?
Raspberries
Oh, yeah, she is eating just
and avocado toast.
Marshall's is pizza.
None of my kids really like pizza.
Weird.
Savannah kind of likes it, but she'll never ever pick it, but she'll eat it without fighting it. Savannah's other favorite is honey garlic chicken.
Marshall will come up to me and go, Dad, can we go to Sam's Club and get pizza? And he'll say it like that every time. Like he's dying. It's kind of funny. That's the second pick by number 2. Or the first pick, but the second being annoying. On number Hill. Not a fan.
It's his first pick, yeah. Connaughton with the worst fucking 3 from the corner.
That was a weird, terrible looking play.
He looks like Keith Van Horn. Oh, come on, Coop. Coop. Come on, Coop.
Yeah, drop issue.
Yeah.
I'd cut him.
Cut the whitey. Look at it cost him his fucking. He lost his X Factor. Oh, I thought there'd be better blocking, and I thought there might be a wide receiver over here. The fucking Baker killing it.
That was all lame.
You're lame.
In bed.
Join the club. Oh,
Guess who hit you?
Buckner,
Rogers Jr. The GOAT. The GOAT.
your kick returner?
Yeah. He's the GOAT.
Is he a corner?
Yeah. Apparently he's my slot corner. I don't appreciate where Cooper lined up there.
Is that Higbee?
Hibgy.
White on white crime. Mama Bear, I'm disappointed in you. You fell off on us. Wherever you're from, however you found us.
What a good game this isn't. Both.
And I say,
The game on the NBA and this Madden game. I didn't like that view. It's effing with me.
turns out his kick return must be like a fucking 98.
He's only 94 speed.
Come on, Donald. Come on, Donald. Brumbush. Gotcha.
It's called timeout, buddy. Heard
Hoorah.
it.
Ooh, look at the spread.
Pass interference.
What? We have equal rights to the ball.
No, but mine are better. If I wasn't on the road.
Drew Holiday, 1 for 9.
If I wasn't on the road, I swear. Gotta give my running back a chance. Chance of his lifetime.
It's Kevin with a C. Yannick Ngakoue.
Yannick Ngakoue.
Touche. Touche.
I don't want to wait for our loves to be overs. I'm kicking?
Hoorah.
No.
Oh, you fuck.
Fumble! Fumble!
Ooh. Rocked him. He's limp.
Do you know they said it's less than a 1% chance that you can actually recover a fumble in this game?
In this game?
Against the computer, it's a less than 1% chance.
Oh, shit. Bucks down to 14 now.
Yeah, they're good. Stephon Gilmore not good enough.
It doesn't help that, like, Cooper Kupp could just, like, bob, weave.
Well, it doesn't help that apparently Aaron Donald can't tackle even if he hits him.
You mean Aaron Donald on my team? How's he going to tackle anybody?
You know what I'm saying is like, that's what's happening. Like the way he breaks tackles. Pass interference offense.
Yeah, basically.
Didn't let me sack him. That's sportsmanlike.
I've never seen my dad more mad at watching basketball, than when people miss free throws.
Sounds like every other old white guy.
That's it.
They can jump
It's
from the
called
line,
a
but they
free throw.
they can jump from the line, but they can't shoot it, can they? Gotta make your free throws. They're free.
Yeah, that's it. They're free.
Fundamentals,
first bucket.
kid. It's like you did see shooting 88% from the line this year, right?
Yeah.
He still misses at 12.
He was 13 of 14. Should have made the other one.
Left a free one out there.
They lost by 2.
Like they're actually just layups. Back to Bill Burr. Kind of a racist joke
Which one?
about basketball. When he's like, yeah.
We accidentally created the most.
No, but how he was talking about, he was talking about how they always talk about white people being smart players and like, and then black, they always see an athletic play. He goes, yeah, and that is racist, and that is wrong. He's like, however, when you see a guy take it from the free throw line, jump over 2 other humans and dunk it, the white guy in the corner is not like, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah. That's an old one. That's an old Bill Burr joke.
Yeah, that's a good one. He's like, why
That's
didn't
from
I
Laugh at My Pain.
think, why didn't I think of that one?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love Bill Burr. Like, that kind of athleticism didn't exist 15 years ago. Like, he's hacked and he's doing this weird turn and just like...
I don't know where Bill Burr would rank in my top comedians.
1.
Not 1 for me.
Where do you put Dave Chappelle?
Not my top 5.
So
Tosh is my 1.
So the thing is...
My number 1's Gallagher.
I love those watermelons.
No, I hate the watermelons. That's what makes it so funny. Watching their guts fly everywhere.
So my thing is, Dave Chappelle, his first couple, elite. But where he goes in my top 5 is because he keeps just like constant, like great material. He's really consistent. And he does promote thinking. Like, you have to, other side of it. Segura, dry humor, love it. Bill Burr is my number 1.
Tom Segura is in my top 5. For sure.
But like Bill Burr, he does his Monday morning podcast and other shit. He's available for 6 hours a week, roughly. And he just keeps putting out specials. And it's just, he's so consistently good.
If we're not talking about how they are as people, CK would probably be in my top 5.
CK is still, because
So
he is a white Bill, he's a white Dave
He's
Chappelle.
I thought you said he's a white Bill Burr.
I was
like, what a wonderful astute observation that is.
so Louis CK
Kobe's like
again,
Black Michael Jordan.
so consistently really good at delivery. The worst thing he did, he asked if he could masturbate in front of a girl.
Well, and did it when she didn't want it. A couple people said that.
Did she say no? That's all. I don't know. I don't know. I only heard about the allegations.
They were like assistants. They were like all his assistants that he like basically just started doing it and they didn't feel comfortable to tell him no. They didn't want it. So it's a kind of it's not like it's not as bad as some others, but it's not great probably.
It's not a shining light. I agree. But again, if you can do it, if you can't say that's. I realize not the greatest.
Really top 5. Kathy Griffin, Amy Schumer, Gallagher, Gabriel Iglesias.
I could only watch one of his specials like ever.
You know who I think's overrated? Kevin Hart. He's funny.
His last few, yeah.
I mean, he's funny, but like he's not the funniest. Like everyone acts like he is.
No, but he used to be though.
No, he was never
Because
the funniest.
his first few were just so good.
They were fine. Like I said, they were good, but they weren't as good. They were never number 1 to me. He was never better than Tosh.
He's the one that laughed my pain. I'm a Grown Little Man was so fucking funny.
I think he's funny, but I think a lot of people are funny. And I'm not saying that he's not like one of the top comedians even. I'm saying that people acted like he was like transcendent, which I just didn't think he was that good. Sadly, I did think Dane Cook was that good at the time. He was funny, man. Like, and
Dane
like,
Cook reinvented the game.
And everyone's like, "Oh, he's over the top delivery." Yeah,
I'm
but
not sure if.
But it was funny.
So oddly, I'm not sure.
Like, in the pickles.
I'm not sure if Kevin Hart exists that same way. If Dane Cook didn't pave that way.
Sweet sour sauce all over my pussy.
The BK Lounge, man. But he's also a trendsetter. He's the first one to interact with the internet and everything.
I like Dane Cook. You know who I didn't? You know who I didn't? I don't like that everyone else seems to. Anthony Jeselnik.
Oh, I love it. How can Tosh be your one and you not like Jeselnik at all?
Tosh is funny. Like here's the difference. They're both edgy, but Jeselnik is edgy for the sake of being edgy. I feel like
he
lot
is.
of the time.
He's to be an asshole to be an asshole.
Yeah, and like at times, like a lot of it's just not funny to me. When he's like, he'll make jokes about like an old guy who's like dying or something. He's like, "Oh, it makes me sad. I have to hang out with my wife." And I'm like, that's just not a joke.
Right, and Tosh.
It's just negative.
Tosh will make a joke that you agree with, and then immediately like, "Oh, you're a hypocrite because of that." Like, oh,
Tosh is just more.
You got me.
Intellectual.
You got me.
He's more intellectual. And like,
who would have thought he's from Florida? Intellectual jokes
but
are.
He is though. Like his jokes are, I feel like higher brow. To where I feel like Jeselnik's just like, "You're stupid," haha, and you're like,
even though.
"Oh my goodness, Cooper Kupp can't be tackled."
Even though Tosh completely stole Tosh.0 from Talk Soup.
He said he did.
Yeah, I know.
But he said that's why he's not anything. He's not. He's just like, yeah, I did that, but better.
I did enjoy it much better than Talk Soup.
It's funnier because he's funny.
I'm a fan. I love Tosh. I've bought a few specials of his back when I was iTunes or Comedy Central.
His stuff's just like so like clever.
Timeless.
It's clever. Like even when it's like, I think it's kind of interesting. He gets this like notch for being edgy, Everyone always talks about that. But he doesn't really say anything usually that's like too...
He's also really not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't really say anything too crazy most of the time.
The biggest thing is that I think he's really good at calling out hypocrisy. He's like, you motherfucker. You're right. Like an angry upvote on Reddit. Like, oh, you got me.
Like his jokes about, he jokes about stuff like sexual assault. Like he like jokes about like touchy subjects, but he doesn't do it in a way that's like, haha, she was raped. You know what I mean? It's not like that type of humor.
One of his best things ever was when he did the joke about it's never okay. You think it's never okay to hit a woman? What about if you have 4 kids and she's drowned 3 of them? She's about to drown the 4th.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
You're not gonna hit her?
Or like the orphan one when he's like, like if you can afford Whole Foods, you can afford another child. And that's just funny. Like that's just clever and funny.
Yeah, you're not struggling at all.
I also like when he's just like, I don't care about this. I'm rich. Like, I don't know. He just comes off like, to where I feel like Jesselnick's, the thing I don't like about Jesselnick, not even that he's negative.
He's so
negative,
smug.
He's so slow to get to the point. He'll have like a 3-minute build up for one punchline, and to me, I'm like, if that punchline doesn't hit, you wasted 3 minutes. That's the hard thing about Anthony Jeselnik, is he tells a long story with one joke.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Have you noticed that?
It's a game. This is a game.
It's like build up, build up, build up, build up. He says something that he thinks is going to be in the wrong direction, but once you've seen him enough, you're like, yeah, I knew you were going to go that way. Like,
so, one thing I love about Bill Burr, when we talk about that,
he's funny.
He called out Joe Rogan on his podcast about the pandemic, and Joe kept trying to egg him on.
Bill Burr's probably my top 5 too, honestly.
Joe's like, oh, really? Really, Bill? You wear a mask? He goes, I'm not a scientist. I don't pretend to be. They said it was best. I wore the mask. They said it's fine. I took off the mask.
For me,
You know what, Joe? You're not a fucking scientist either.
For me, it'd be Burr, Tosh, Segura.
We're just dominating all these white people.
Yeah, honestly. Probably Seinfeld.
Ugh. No, I don't like his observational comedy.
Really? I do.
I mean, I guess not anymore. I mean, if I had listened to him at a time that it was more prevalent, maybe.
I don't like Kevin Hart type humor, where it's just completely made up story, like not even at all based in reality. Like he's like, oh, I was running full speed and then an ostrich caught me. No, it didn't.
Oh my god, I love the ostrich. He hit him with the pen. Oh, why would you do that? My mom cried laughing at the ostrich at the pen.
Yeah, see, to me that's not for me, because I'm just like, it's just like an entirely crazy made up story. It's not.
What about One Punch like Mitch Hedberg?
That's not really my thing either.
An escalator can never be broken. They can only become stairs.
Yeah, it's funny, but I like jokes that are more. I just like the intellectual, thought-provoking ones. Tosh, Burr, Segura, things that like they say stuff. I'm like,
What about George Carlin then?
love George Carlin.
Okay.
That dude's a freaking. That dude's a G. You know Seinfeld. I know you went. Ugh. You know, like all comedians say he's the best, right?
I do.
Like Richard Pryor in a documentary we're talking about, he goes, and for a while there's a debate who's better, me or George Seinfeld, or me or Seinfeld.
Yeah, George Seinfeld.
Yeah, me or Jerry Seinfeld. He goes,
You have 52 yards passing.
he said Seinfeld, and it's not even close. He's like, he makes all these people laugh, and he doesn't even like cuss. He's like,
Oh, so you love Bill Cosby, huh?
no.
You love Bill Cosby?
Hey, cussing is not a prereq. I had Burr, Segura, and I'm just saying, like, it's impressive if you can get people to laugh at your jokes and you're not cussing, because, like, sometimes cuss words just make people laugh. Seinfeld said that he said he wasn't anti-cussing. He said the reason he never cussed in his comedy was because when he was first starting, like, you know, on the, like, you know, you do them at bars, like, when you first go. He said, I had a set, and, like, people laugh and stuff. He goes, I had this joke that I would drop the F-bomb, and everyone died laughing. He said, then I was like, you know, is the joke funny Or are people laughing because I'm cussing? He says, so I replaced the F word with like something else, and no one laughed. And he's like, I realized the joke wasn't good. People are laughing because I cuss. And he's like, I want to write jokes that people think are funny because it's a good joke, not because it's, just because I'm cussing. I watched his comedians in the car getting coffee, and it was funny because he was talking. It's really interesting watching two comedians together because he was talking to Aziz, and he was talking about how he goes, Seinfeld goes, comedy. He goes, it is kind of a racket though, because you make a lot of money, just telling jokes. And Aziz was like, yeah, I mean, if you call, he goes, isn't a racket something that's easy? And Seinfeld's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. So I mean, I guess it's a racket for like making no money, slaving away for years and years and years for the off chance you ever make it. Then yeah, it's he's like, you guys are trying to sell someone on that idea? He's like, hey, I have a racket for you. So he's like, 20, 30 years of grueling hard work, and you might pay off. It's quite the racket. It was just pretty funny by Aziz. I think Aziz is funny too.
Yeah, I enjoy Aziz. A little pop culture humor.
I like Russell Peters. Find him funny.
I'm trying to think of other ones. What do you think about like Theo Von?
I've not watched any Theo Von stand up.
I'm not a big fan.
I like Nate Bargatze. He's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
I like Steve Renassisi.
Talk about telling lies.
You don't like Renassisi?
Steve Ren is easy. Look up the lies that he told about his friend being in 9/11.
Oh, I don't care about lies.
No, but like the beginning of his career started from the stories of that, and it was just like, oh,
all made up.
I loved him from the league.
He's still funny. Some of his stuff's really funny.
That's where like I'm not a big fan of Steve Kroll's or Nick Kroll's stand up and his.
I like Chad Daniels too.
But Nick Kroll, great fucking writer.
There's a comedian.
What about John Mulaney then?
John Mulaney's hilarious.
Fucking hilarious. But he's one of the
one that's like another one who makes clever jokes. Like jokes like when he was talking about chasing the lady, he's like, "Oh yeah, because people rape people."
Yeah.
Kind of a lot. The cow joke is his best joke.
I love when he talks about being a kid growing up in Midwest Illinois. So it's just like, oh, your dad built a swing set and you're swinging on it, and one of the legs is always roll. So that's everyone's up north. Or
I'm not a big Ron White guy.
Not a big Ron White? No. I'm not a big fan of any of the blue collar guys.
Ron White, probably the best of the four.
Of the four, yeah.
Hammer Bill Engvall. It's not the other two.
It's funny that we both agree then.
No,
of the
not
four.
The other two.
No, Foxworthy was just like the first one to make her. Yeah. He admits it's all a shtick.
Those are both just like.
Yeah, the only Foxworthy jokes I like aren't those ones.
Didn't Bill Engvall have another one that was like he had something, right?
Here's your sign.
Yeah, all three of those are terrible.
And the things that I like about Bill Engvall had nothing to do with the Here's Your Sign. It was like his life stuff that he talked about being a dad. Stick to that.
Here's Rolling Stone's top 50. We'll go through it and then we'll end it. Number 50, Wanda Sykes. Never seen her stand up.
Didn't like it. Love her as an actress.
Aziz Ansari, 49th. Fantastic.
Great delivery. That's it. Good storyteller.
Margaret Cho. Never watched her stand up.
I didn't like her.
47, Elaine Boozler. Never heard of her.
Don't know her.
46, Reggie Watts. Never heard of him.
Is it the big fro guy?
Yeah, he's from Monty Python, apparently. 45, Freddie Prinze. Never seen him stand up.
Nope. We are not
44,
scoring.
Russell Peters. Funny.
Highest grossing comedian for like 5 years in a row.
Very funny guy. 43, Amy Schumer.
I'm not a fan.
42, Phyllis Diller. Never seen it.
Oh, well, great writer.
Yeah, Bernie Mac, 41. Never.
Oh, did not get enough credit.
Gary Shandling.
Oh,
Never.
Brilliant. He was in so many. He's a writer for so many HBO shows. Big on the Gary Shandling show on HBO in the early 90s.
Moms Mabley.
Nope.
Roseanne Barr.
Nope.
No, I think.
Didn't like it. It's similar to Janis Joplin, just a big screamer.
Sam Kinison?
Nope. Hated his screaming. He was great.
Daniel Kitson. Tig Notaro.
Oh, Tig Notaro. She
Patton Oswalt. I've not seen like any of these.
She's a good writer. She got cancer and did a documentary. It was great.
Janine Garofalo.
Great writer. Good sketch comedy.
Patrice O'Neill.
Oh, fucking brilliant. So if you talk to someone like Bill Burr, Tom Segura, everyone, Patrice was number one for them. Because he was the most I don't give a fuck what you think comic ever. And he could ramble and write jokes on the fly, like one of the best freestyle comedians ever. Patrice never got the credit he deserved because he didn't bow to anybody. He said, fuck you, because fuck you.
Sarah Silverman, 31. Woody Allen.
Sarah's great. Woody Allen, no.
Dick Gregory. Robert Klein. Red Fox.
Red Fox, great.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, just brilliant writer. Great at punchlines, one-liners.
Eddie Murphy, 25th. It's about right.
I probably would put him 5 or 6. Yeah, but
they didn't do anything else.
2 of the highest grossing specials in history, probably should be a little higher.
Eddie Izzard.
Yeah, good writer.
Don Rickles.
Yep, 50 years of comedy genius.
Jonathan Winters. Bob Newhart.
Oh, great delivery.
Mitch Hedberg, 20th. Fine. 19th, Albert Brooks.
Okay.
18th, Kevin Hart. Too high.
Maybe.
I don't know who's above him.
But so the big detriment, I think, to Kevin Hart is he has been who he is for 15 years now. So like we've seen the same guy.
Bill Burr, 17th.
Not fair.
Well, I think we're getting to good ones now. 16th, Bill Connolly. I don't know who that is.
No.
15th, Stephen Wright. Don't know who that is.
Nope.
14, Andy Kaufman.
I didn't like him. I didn't like his delivery. He's kind of a smug asshole for being a smug asshole.
Bill Hicks.
Oh, yeah. Great writer. Had several good albums, but he got cancer and he died.
Robin Williams is 12.
Thief. Joke thief. He's Amy Schumer from In.
11, Steve Martin.
Yeah. Okay.
10, Mort Saul.
Okay, an old Jew.
9, Dave Chappelle.
Probably should be higher.
8, Bill Cosby.
Okay, how old is this list?
It's pretty new, but it says 8 because Bill Cosby. And then it's not that old because it goes, deep sigh. No, Bill Cosby is not like perform again. But like there is, no, he's an awful person, but he was good at comedy. 7, Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay.
It's interestingly low for him, though. On a Joan Rivers, 6.
But just because she paved the way.
Chris Rock, 5th.
He's kind of been the same for the last 10 years.
4th, Louis C.K.
Fair. He adapted well.
3rd, Lenny Bruce.
It's very type specific. Not my guy, but God, he was
George Carlin, 2.
Brilliant monologues.
And then Richard Pryor, number 1.
I can understand Pryor being number 1.
This is according to Rolling Stone, but didn't they have the list of...
Right. Richard Pryor paved the way for lewd comedy. George Carlin.
Here's
paved
ranker. So this is what fans do. I'm just gonna go in reverse. I'm just gonna do top 10, I guess.
Okay.
But this is ranker. So this is like people voting.
It's usually better.
So it's not as opinion based. Number 10, Steve Martin. Number 9, Norm Macdonald.
Man, that's a free thinker. That's a tough one.
Norm Macdonald is a very interesting person to me that I didn't think was funny when I was younger, and as I've gotten older, I have thought he's funnier. Like his jokes are higher brow.
His weird wit is really...
Yeah, so like when you're young, I just didn't get it.
You don't get it, right.
Like, so it's really kind of interesting. Number 8, Chris Rock. Number 7, Rodney Dangerfield. 6, Bill Burr. 5, Robin Williams. 4, Eddie Murphy. 3, George Carlin. 2, Dave Chappelle. Number 1, Richard Pryor.
I get it.
And then
Richard Pryor, he was so good at delivering.
Ricky Gervais is on this list pretty high.
Brilliant writer, great showrunner. You know, think no Office with no Ricky Gervais. His show on Netflix, Afterlife, brilliant. Loved it. He just keeps writing great stuff.
Well, it's been fun. I need to go home and sleep.
Oh, it's been good. We should have made the whole episode on that and just like decided to do like a ranker. Here's top 10 and all of our thoughts and just listen to their specials.
There's one there's a comedian I'm dying to listen to, but I haven't listened to yet.
Who?
Shane Gillis. I've heard really good things.
He's got multiple ones, doesn't he?
What?
Shane Gillis has been.
I've never listened to him though. So I've heard good things. Alright. Hasta la later, buddy. Oh man, Milwaukee came flying back.
Yeah. Well, this has been another MvZ podcast. A fucking long one. 3 hours for you guys. Couple of games of Madden. Shooting the shit. Talking. Sports. Comedy rankings. I'll try to listen and break it up so I can hopefully make a YouTube short of the back-to-backs with reactions. Again, I beat the shit out of him. You see 41-10, still 2:30 left in that one. He quit the other one early. I'm just killing it. On the other channel, as the pieces arrive for it, I will be doing the bicycle build. And that's the Michael Cycles channel. It's coming. I've only the frame hasn't come in yet. I got the wheels and tires because they're from the old bike. The crank set is coming end of March. Levers coming middle of March. Everything, yeah, it's coming, and it will be a full build on the Michael Cycles channel. Had a good time with y'all. We'll be back next week. We'll discuss the Super Bowl, betting odds. I was 2 for 2, so was Zach last week. So it's going to be, I mean, it's a great playoffs for me. I think I'm 9-3, or maybe even better. Let's see. Pull up sheets. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Yep. 9-3. Yeah. And he is 2, 4, 6, 8-4. So, I mean, Smart Money says I just pick who he picks, and then I can't lose. But my early money says the Chiefs, but that could change as I figure out more about the injury statuses of what's coming up. Hope to be another few pounds down. To see you guys next week. Hope you guys have a wonderful week. And we'll be back. Thanks for joining Mama Bear for the times that you were here. We'll see you again soon. Hope you enjoyed. Be safe. Have fun. And we will return. Have a wonderful night.
Thanks for listening to the On Call Podcast. Check us out on Twitter @OnCallPod. Interested in being a sponsor or want to be on the show? Drop us an email at oncallpod@gmail.com. For more info, go to oncallpod.com.